Hey guys, today we're going to talk about storage containers for gas and also water as an option. In particular, I'm going to focus on RotoPax today. I love their products. I have used some of their products. I'm getting ready to install some more. And I thought this might be useful for you if I kind of show this install. It's very simple, but sometimes it helps to see it in video. So RotoPax is a US-based company. They have a patent process of molding their products, and it makes them compliant as far as EPA standards go. And they just make a very durable product. And they've got variations of this product. They have it for gas, they have it for water, they have it for diesel, they have it for other emergency gear and other utility gear, that type of thing. It's the same form factor. They're color coded differently. In most cases, the material is a little bit different as far as being compliant, but it's just a good product. Their mounting system is very good as well. It's very secure and it's universal between their product lines. Now, within their product lines, they have other lines as well. The line I'm going to show you today is their line for mounting to vehicles, but they also have a line that mounts to like roll bars and things of that nature. They have a line that mounts to, I believe, like snowmobiles. Then they have a little container also that mounts to a motorcycle for some extra storage for fuel as well. So anyway, great product line, love them. They're very durable. And what I'm going to show you today is a way to have multi-purpose, a mounting for multi-purpose needs. And I love that. I love durability. I love multi-purpose. It's what I'm all about on a lot of things that I can incorporate that in. And I want to do that again today and show you kind of what I'm doing. That may give you some ideas for your applications. And again, love the comments. You share with me. It always helps me with more ideas that I want to and changes I want to make in my setups. So as always, we appreciate any likes and subscribes, helping the channel. It's been great. The momentum is fantastic, and we appreciate all your support. So, like always, let's get started. Okay, so let me show you first the setup that I have. I've shown this in other videos. This is the container I have inside the bed. It's a 3-gallon RotoPax fuel container, and it's mounted with their mount. This is actually called the DLX mount. I'm gonna get into that in a little bit more detail. But it mounts very cleanly, it's very secure, it doesn't rattle around, and I just really like that mount. So what I'm gonna do is mount the same thing on the other side. And I am mounting to my BuiltRight panels that I've installed, but that's what we're gonna be mounting to. All right, so to accomplish this, I've got 2 more containers. And what I want to do is I want to be able to interchange between the second gas container, or if I need less gas for the trip but I need more water, it gives me another water container to add. And that is a 2-gallon water container, okay? And another 3-gallon gas like I have there. So what I'm going to need for this install is their mount, of course. And then BuiltRight makes a little adapter that really lines up well with their panel to mount a RotoPax. So that's what I'm going to be using today. It's a simple install. All right, so first of all, this mounting piece. This is called the DLX. Now the standard mount, let me put this on here, you can see it better. The standard doesn't have this center portion. It's just the part that rotates. And what this does is it turns and rotates. If you imagine putting this in here, okay? So the system would go on top and then you would turn this to kind of clamp it down. So the standard system just has one of these little turning arms. The DLX actually allows this first arm to tighten down onto the product, and then the second one tightens it down more firmly and then captures itself in that second layer. So it's not really binding down into the product, it's tightening down on top of itself. So it works out really good. I like it better. I think it's easier to work with. don't know if I explained that appropriately, but that's the way I see this thing working. Again, you can kind of see it in here with that type of mount. But it's a very clean mount. It works well. And so I went with the same thing. Now they do make another version that has a lock on it. So if I had this on the outside of my rig, a lot of people put them out here on the external mount itself that holds your rooftop tent or all your other gear. You'll see them on the side here a lot, like these max traps are positioned, sometimes on the other side. In my case, I couldn't do that. I didn't have the room to do it. And then when I would fold out the rooftop tent, it wasn't gonna work. So mine are interior. So what I'm getting at here is, I don't need the locking mount. My containers will be locked in this Diamondback cover. So it's pretty darn secure, so I didn't really need another set of locks. So that's why I went with the DLX. All right, so let's work on this mount. We're gonna mount the BuiltRight adapter plate to the BuiltRight panel. And then we will place the mount at the right height. We'll place the mount at the right height here. All right, so you take the, first step is to take this support out. There's 4 bolts that hold this, and this one has a lock on it as well. So I have removed these 4 bolts already. All right, so you pull this out, and that creates a flush mount. You got to have that. This thing sticks out a little too far to have the RotoPax in a flush mounted position. So that is a must. You lose the ability to use these, but they're covered up anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Okay, so the next step will be to go ahead and mount the BuiltRight plate onto the RotoPax mount. This is pretty straightforward. Little holes line up. Screw that in, both sides. Use my trusty little Wura socket set. This thing is incredible, by the way. I don't think I've mentioned this on a video, but it says bicycle set. It just says bicycle because it came with a pouch with another little tool set. But this is a kind of a universal set. It's not for bicycles, but very good quality. Get it on Amazon. I'll have a link below. But really, really good stuff. And it's so small, but extremely good quality. Gets you into tight places and just so convenient to use. So let's see. Use that. And this guy. Tighten it down as like so. Okay, that's going to do it. Now, get it mounted. All right, let's see if I can do this on camera. All right, so this has a little squared off area there that goes in here. Goes in place. You don't need a washer or anything like that. So that bottom area is going to be the limiting factor there. Sorry, I'm mumbling here. All right, I need a washer on the back side. Trying to do this in a way where you can still see. It's best to get the bolts that's kind of loose so it's in place. And then you can tighten everything up. Okay, I've got it where I want it to be. Now I'm going to take it off and finish tightening those down. It's going to be a lot easier to tighten them down with this off than it is to try to reach a wrench inside there. I've done it before, it can be done, it's just not, it's just a little bit more trouble. So again, just better off taking this off and tightening it down. But I wanted to make sure it was where I wanted it, or I'd have to take it down again. All right, there we go. Gotta take these out. This little as well. There we go. All right. Let's pull this out. Okay, now we have this, the back of this exposed where we want it. And I just need to tighten this down. And that flat part will keep it secure on that side. Here's a bit more. All right, there we go. Mounted nice and firm, and put it back in place. All right, now let's put these bolts back in. So now we'll just clean up the wiring, get it tied back up. We should be good to go. Okay, let's take a look at the finished product. There it is, there's the mount. Turned out great, it's nice and solid, and wiring is nice and neat, so it turned out great. Identical to the mount we have on the other side, which allows me to kind of mix and match containers on either side. It really won't matter. And again, what this does is allows me to change my setup based on the needs of the trip. So in other words, I've got 3 gallons of extra gas here. If I want another 3 gallons, I just attach this container to that mount. Or if I decide that I don't need that much extra gas, but I would like to have additional water, I can do the same thing with the water on the same mount. It's hard to do with one hand. All right, same mount, and I would just lock it down. There you go. All right, so that will do it. I hope you found this somewhat informative. It's very simple stuff, I know, but I just thought I would share the way I'm using these RotoPax with you. There's a lot of videos out there. These are great products. A lot of people use them. They're a little pricey, but again, it's what you get, what you pay for. And these things are very rugged. They'll last you probably a lifetime. So anyway, and thanks to everyone who has liked and subscribed. If you haven't done so, we'd appreciate it if you would. We've got more videos to come. Looking forward to doing that. And thanks for all the comments. I learned as much as you probably learned from me, if not more, from your comments. I've got some updated videos I want to do in the future based on those comments that I think you will find helpful. So anyway, until next time, have a great time out there.